All right. Good day, everyone. Welcome to our webinar for the introduction to e-commerce course. For this video, we'll be discussing quickly on a marketing template that you can use for your businesses and also for your e-commerce projects, which will you continue if ever you would if ever you would continue that at the end of the course. Now, before anything else, I'd just like to remind everyone the deadline for the submission of the final requirements, which is the presentation plus your e-commerce projects, would be on the 11th or second week of November. So that's our deadline. So we still have few more weeks to spend, and from this day and the following weeks, we'll be having check-ins using this Zoom meeting just to check the progress of the e-commerce projects and also to discuss some things you want to know about in terms of e-commerce and maybe digital marketing. Hey, so if you have questions on your e-commerce projects, just message me on my Facebook profile, email, or in our My Portal message uh, module. Okay. So better if you would just uh, message me on my personal profile. I would be better. I would see them better rather than on the My Portal. Okay. So this should be a run through of a template that I am using for some of my businesses and some of the clients that I help in terms of their marketing plan. So without further uh, ado, I'll be sharing some a two-page template that you can use immediately. Though I won't go into a detail for the specific marketing tactics, but I'll run through some of the tactics that you can choose from. Okay. I hope you are seeing my screen. Nakikita ba siya? This template.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. This is a marketing template. It's a branding slash marketing tactic uh, planning tool that you can use for your business. The concept in this quick template is you lay out your brand elements except for the symbols and some of the colors you may be using except for that, but for the messages, the positioning and the other factors, you can put it here. You have a quick target persona or customer persona. And on the second page, there is a list of all marketing tactics you can choose from and the criteria whether to continue investing on that marketing tactic or to omit as you continue implementing this template. Okay. Let's first start with defining who is your target market. I know we've been discussing this for a few months now. It is important to define who your customers are. And by doing so, you have an idea how to reach them. So this is a simple customer or target persona exercise. You just select a fictional name just for referencing, and then you occupation, location, and other demographics listed here. The ones listed here are most of the demographics you'll see in the paid advertising platforms, especially in social media platforms. That's the attributes you'll try to use in terms of segmentation. So where they're located, their gender, age, their interest, marital status, education, work, and language. So simple identification. If you have X sort of implemented a quick marketing campaign, you have an idea of who your target market are. But for initial application of this template, it's really a guessing game on what their occupation are. If you have identified your correct target market, at least you have smart guesses on this one. So simple lang siya. Just identify the attributes. In the second level, you try to identify what do they want to accomplish, the jobs to do, their vision in life, or maybe goals in life. It can be put in the jobs to do section or box. Just the top three, and then you match the pains and the gains as we did on the value proposition designing or the canvas. What are the issues in terms of doing their jobs or achieving their goals, and the gains they want to see for them to be more receptive of whatever you're offering to them. Then hangouts are either offline or online. Usually hangouts, Facebook, um, reading stuff or communities online, whatever you've researched on your uh, customers, where do they usually spend their time, you put it here. The top three. This is crucial in picking the correct media platform to send your marketing tactic. Okay. Now, we go to the brand platform. Brand platform is simply filling in the blanks on this brand promise, the first one, brand promise. So, madali na siya. Just put your brand and you have a positioning statement. Positioning statement can be sort of your brand promise. So, if you would tell someone, ano ba yung business nyo? You would state this brand promise and okay na. So starts with our brand or the name of your business, helps the customer segment who want to, ano yung gusto nilang gawin, by stating the pain, and then would you reduce that, or increasing or enabling the gains you mentioned in the previous uh, boxes. And then lastly, by providing the product and listing the benefits it gives. Ganun lang siya kasimple. Optional, you can state your unique selling proposition. So unlike others, you can name your competition, but for general approach, just state unlike others, we offer the product and service plus your unique selling proposition. So most of the businesses don't have really, or starting businesses don't have unique selling proposition because they are just starting to build that unique selling proposition. But there are times where you initially have that. So if you offer some unique feature, some unique recipe, for example, you can state that. Yeah. Okay. Now, there is a brand essence. Brand essence, it can be synonymous to tagline, slogan. There are subtle differences, but basically, it's a three-word equivalent of your brand promise. So, kunyari, Jollibee. So, maybe their brand promise is about, I believe the market insight is that they want to provide food for the family and focusing on kids. Yeah. So that's why their brand essence, which is as a phrase, a sticker phrase that they can attach to everything that would be defined based on what your promise is. So sa kanila, bida ang saya, di ba? So you can shorten your brand promise into 3-word equivalent statement or phrase, parang tagline. It's better, as studies suggest, 3 words. It's easier to remember. It sticks to the minds of your customers better. And whatever you do, you can always attach to that loose or vague statement, 3-word statement. So it's more for the recall, and then recall for the experience and the brand you're trying to, or the elements or the factors of the brand you're trying to show or make your customers remember. So yun lang yung use ng brand essence. But it can be more than 3. There's really no rule in this, but based on what you see, and if you realize the realize some of the statements offered by big brands, it's usually short, 3 words. Yeah. Then the personality, how do you want to communicate? How do you want your designs to appeal? So it's basically stating human-like qualities for your brand. Kung medyo seryoso ba kayo, professional, or something. I think we discussed that in the last webinar. Now, brand pillars are something that you want to highlight in your brand, especially when you are developing creatives or content for your marketing tactics. You want to highlight the brand pillars. Brand pillars. Where can you get the brand pillars? It could be based on your key activities, key resource, could be your relationship, customer relationship, or it could be your channel. That's the boxes near the value proposition box in the business model canvas. So you can also state the values you stand for if you want to highlight that. The processes I've mentioned, content, communication, the way you do things, the innovation in your way or your processes, your design, or any unique quality that you want to be associated for. You put that here. So that when you look at this template, you want to create maybe a video or a poster or a simple graphic design, you always pick the elements or the brand pillars in whatever content you're doing so that you can be more consistent and putting the best foot forward in the eyes of your customers. So brand pillar. Simple lang siya. Just identify what you want to highlight in every marketing campaign. Next is you need to have a brand story. Now, since I'm doing before, I do strategic management, strategic planning, or corporate planning activities in my current work. So strategy, the foundation of every strategy should be based on a story, because stories are easy to relate to, and it permeates on our Filipino culture that we use stories to communicate things. So it's better if you have a story that you will always tell to your customers. So the typical template, the typical hero's journey approach in doing brand story is this template. So once upon a time, there you have this customer, then pero meron siya laging problema. So next, you list down what do they want to see, what do they want to achieve, or what they want to how do we want to solve that problem. Yan. Unlike the current solution, yun yung next. So from left to right ang read natin. Unlike insert customer persona solution. So unlike the current thing na ginagawa niya ngayon, ito yung problema. And always, ito yung nagiging result sa kanya. And obviously, laging dissatisfied si member. Nag-try siyang mag-approach ng ibang things, and ito yung nangyari. Until one day, your brand appears, it solves the problem, the pains, the gain, and highlights the gains or addresses the pain. You state that, and then finally, their wish came true, which they identified initially dun sa problem. So that's a typical hero's journey approach. You can be more detailed on this, but it should follow the typical plot that typical hero's journey. Nagsisimula sa isang normal na tao, nagkaroon ng problema, may na-realize siya, dumaan siya sa isang journey. Na after that journey, nagkaroon siya ng elixir. And that elixir or that parang kumbaga sa typical hero's story, nagkaroon siya ng sword na tinalo yung kalaban. In the modern day equivalent, they got the product from you. And that product solved a specific need, specific problem they have. So that's a typical brand story that you can use on your marketing materials. And when you talk about or introduce your business, you start with the brand promise. And then if you have time, you tell the brand story para magkaroon ng context. Why did you promise that in the first place? So ganun siya. This is just para siyang, this is your guide for you to create content when you apply this marketing template. Now, so let's put the first page aside. Let's go to the meat of this template. So, there is a list of marketing tactics I did and I have experience doing previously, and also based from the research that I made. These are the tactics you can apply to your business. But syempre, it depends on who your target market is. But if you don't have any lead on who your target market is, pick the best three you can think of. And then use that marketing tactic to start experiments. That's why, as you can see here, there is a hypothesis term because you are not sure if that marketing tactic would work. So the approach is you pick based on the best practices. You have your customers, where do they hang out, what do they respond to, and then pick the best marketing tactic to align to that factors. Now, before we go to the process on how to do marketing campaigns and in the context of experimentation, so let's quickly dive into the marketing tactic list. So I have here, medyo marami siya. So yung template nakiklik. So these are some marketing tactics. This is not limited to digital marketing. Any type, offline man siya, traditional, physical, it's in here. Now, maybe meron akong hindi nailagay dito, but these are some of the parang usual na or hindi mo na kailangan gawin. Let's say, word of mouth marketing. Kahit wala kang gawin, there is the word of mouth factor for your target market. So you might just want to reinforce that. So yung mga ganon, it's not in here. So Let's go to them one by one quickly. First, price discount. Yan ang most common marketing tactic to get sales, to attract customers within the customer journey stages. So usually, price discount, simply providing less price, specific period, specific products and services, depends on you. Price discount. Usually, in my experience, price discounts are better in the consideration or in the conversion stage. In the awareness stage, you don't want to make an impression sa customers nyo na ang una mong pang-attract is the discount because you want to attract them by addressing the need that they want. Yun yung una. Parang ano lang siya, ang tinatawag namin dito, parang tripwire. So it's something that would, it's an offer that they can't refuse if they are really interested. Yeah. Price discount. Usually price discount is better when you combine it with other marketing tactics. Yeah. Incentives and rewards. Usually, I always use incentives and rewards primarily to incentivize reviews and referrals. Yeah. So incentive reward should be tied up to something. That something should be a priority of yours, maybe reviews, testimonials, you provide discounts, incentives, or something maybe parang incentive din yung price discount, pero incentive is tied up with something. Price discount is something that you just lower down to get more sales. Yeah, yun yung incentive rewards. Usually, in my experience in applying this to my actual businesses, it's about getting earned media to incentivize people to make reviews, testimonials, so that I can use that for promotions for the other segments of or target market of my business. Giveaways is simply giving something just to get interest. Yun yung difference sa rewards. Rewards is tied up to something. Giveaways is just to get the interest. So it's better if you offer incentives, rewards, rather than giveaways. But meron times na nangyari yan, giveaways. But more for big companies like namimigay ng calendaryo or such. Yeah. Public relations. Public relations or PR is where you ask media individuals or big outfits like the GMA, ABS-CBN News to write something about you. That's basically PR. Or any media platform or media. Media, mga news. So when they tell something about you, because of their reach, they can promote your brand quickly. Yeah. But it's very difficult to do because usually there are too strict on what to feature, or maybe yung iba baka may bayad pa. So yeah. Yun yung PR, strictly PR. But there is an unconventional PR. This is where you will be featured because of something you did uniquely. Let's say gumawa ka ng nakakatawang video. Like, let's say yung gumawa ka ng video like yung sa RC Cola ba yun? Yung natatanggal yung ulo. Nagiging soft drinks, nagiging litro. Yun. It's an unconventional PR because they are picked by news agencies or mga news agencies because of what they did. So medyo tricky siya. It's sort of like may virality factor siya. But usually, in my experience, if you want to be picked up by news agencies, you need to have an appeal to some emotion. Like may weird na nangyari sobrang surprising, sobrang nakakatakot. Yun yung usual na napapansin and it promotes virality on the content. Yan. So, next sa kanila, content marketing. Content marketing is creation of content para mas maka-attract kayo ng attention. Unconventional PR, any type of content that would be featured sa mga news agencies. Yan. Pero content marketing, let's say content marketing on the technical sense, you do unique research, your own research, you create papers wherein experts from your field would download, or maybe you would provide tutorials. Kunyari, cafe ka business, you offer a tutorial on something, on brewing their own coffee using your own beans, for example. But you require an investment, maybe phone number, email, yan. Yun yung mga content marketing. It's like a lead magnet para makakuha ka ng contact with your customers so that you can follow up on them or offer something in the near future. Yun yung content marketing. Yan. Content marketing, you create content to get leads. Sa unconventional PR, you create content but with the intention of it being featured in the news sites. Yan. Yan. Okay. There's search engine marketing. You just sign up Google Ads, pay for specific keywords, or advertise on YouTube. That's basically search engine marketing. Yan. The difference, search engine optimization, you don't pay search engine advertising platforms such as Google Ads. You just create good websites optimized for search engine so that kapag nag-search, your website would appear in the first page of the search engine results. So yung difference. Search engine marketing, kahit walang kwenta yung website mo, you pay Google, they would make you appear on the first part of the search engine result. Unlike search engine optimization, you won't pay Google, you just create good content. Good content, good for search engine. So ano ang elements ng good search engine optimization? You need to have expertise, authority, and you need to have good technicals in terms of speed, site speed, mga ganyan. So maraming elements or factors within the search engine optimization. But the bottom line is you need to create a website, an e-commerce website that is readable, loved by search engine so that they would show you up in the first page results. Yeah. Social media ads, Facebook ads, yun lang yun. So you pay social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and then show your ad on their news feeds or any part of their platform. Yan yung social media ads. In the Philippines, my approach is usually for the awareness stage, social media, nandun kasi lahat. Lahat ng Filipino nasa Facebook and Instagram. Yan. So, nandun siya, social media ads, awareness. But for the consideration, it's usually content marketing and a little bit of price discounts so that you can nudge them na bumili. Offline ads, mga posters, the typical ones. Poster, flyers, leaflets, yan. Hindi naman mawawala yan eh. But now, hindi siya masyadong gamit na gamit because of the physical restrictions due to the current pandemic. Influencer marketing, ang in ngayon, mga micro-influencers, make them post something about your brand. Yan. Usually, you tie this up with incentives and rewards. Yan. Yun yung influencer marketing. So basically, make the influencers post something about your business. Yeah. And if you tie this up with incentive rewards, it's more powerful. Email marketing, this is for follow-up tactics, usually for consideration stages, loyalty stages, but not for awareness because obviously you need an email to contact your customers. So if you don't have that, you can do email marketing. But it is worth to note that it is a tactic, but not for awareness. Engineering is something you create an application. Like yung mga, ano yun, yung kiniklik nyo na magiging kamukha nyo yung artista sa Facebook. Sort of like that. If you have maybe, if you're into, if you're into a financial institution business, pwedeng meron kang loan calculator, return on investment calculator sa website para maka-attract. Yan. Yung mga engineering. Sort of a little bit of programming to do such para maka-attract. Yan. But that's not for everyone. Business development is about partnering with other brands that can help or can complement your business. Mga co-branding products, co-branding campaigns, or maybe they would feature your business in their newsletters or something. That's business development. In the product level, campaign level, and on the business strategy level. Yan. Yung mga business development. But at the end of the day, it's just two businesses partnering and creating a new offer. Yeah, business development. Direct marketing, ito yung kakatok ka sa diretso sa mga pinto ng mga customers mo. Yan, direct marketing, direct selling. That's a form of direct marketing. Affiliate program is like having distributors or resellers. Yan. Gamit na gamit siya ngayon sa mga cosmetic or mga beauty products. Yan. Affiliate program. It's basically offering your product to resellers at a distributor price. Wherein kapag binenta nila at the recommended retail price, they would get a small or a big markup. Yan. Yun yung affiliate program. Existing platforms are e-commerce sites that you can sell to. Yan. So if you have your own website, may tinda ka doon, meron ka ring shop, so Lazada, Shopee. That's marketing on existing platform because may users na doon. The usual approach lang nakikita ko is, for some, you have your own website and then you funnel everything there. Kapag nakuha nyo na yung customer, maybe putting some special discount on the package they would receive. Yeah. Or may freebie, they would get another one if they would buy directly from your store. So that mas makuha nyo yung loyalty and you can have that relationship. So yun yung existing platform. Trade shows, yeah, trade shows. You just apply trade shows and then show off your products and services on trade shows. Events, trade shows kasi it's more, the event is for selling. Events could be any event, kahit nga virtual webinar, mga sharing live sessions na event. As long as they would see your brand, that's one part of a virtual event or an event where we can broadcast your brand to big masses. Pero syempre dapat yung event should have participants that is within your target market. Speaking engagements, before yung may sa consulting and then sa nung I still have that digital marketing agency. We do speaking engagement para makilala ka because when you speak in front of individuals, your authority, your expertise would immediately increase in the eyes of your target market. So you can get more leads, more customers, more inquiries by just speaking in front. Because yan, magmukha ka expert. Yan. Yun yung speaking engagements. Community building, you help the community, you provide value. And by doing so, they would know your brand, they would know you as the entrepreneur, and they would buy from you. Yun yung usual na approach. You can see community building now in maraming Facebook groups out there. Usually they post, they help people. Hindi ka pwedeng gumawa ng community like Facebook group just by posting your e-commerce website and sell. Hindi ganun eh. Usually, sa 10 post, dalawa or 7 is about helping others. Dalawa, it's about maybe sharing something about you. And the 10% is about you selling. So, ganun yung parang, yun yung, I think, some of the formula. Parang 70, 20, 10. I forgot the exact ratio. But the lesson is you sell less to earn more. Yan. And by selling less, you have time to build the community. That's why the tactic is community building. It's not community selling. Sponsorships. Yan. Typical events, you do sponsorships. You don't just attend. You put sponsorship money to have your logo appear on the marketing creatives of the event. Yeah. Contest. You provide contest just to get the word out about your business. There is a gamification here. Let's skip the education. Contest and gamification. Contest is about reaching more individuals. It's better for awareness stages para mas ma-share yung mga contest mo. And then, pag na-share ang contest mo, at least makikita nila yung brand mo, malalaman nila, and then maybe they would buy from you. Gamification is gamifying how people buy from you. Let's say, you just sell every Saturday. And then every Saturday, you just sell 100 units of a unique fashion item. Say ganyan. So you gamify. There is parang nagkakaroon ng interest and nagkakaroon ng competition on buying. Yun yung difference in gamification and contest. Contest is just mga, kunyari, post your picture, paramihan ng likes, yan, ng contest. And then you give reward to the winner or prize to the winner. Gamification is putting game on how they would buy from you. So just use your creativity to gamify some of your offers. Yeah. And then education. Yeah, you offer education webinars. This is good for services businesses. Yeah, education. Yeah. Guerrilla marketing. Guerrilla marketing is an offline marketing tactic. You use your creativity and making unique stuff. So maybe kunyari pinturahan nyo yung store nyo ng pink, mga ganon. Yung mga weird stuff that would catch the attention. So yan yung mga type of guerrilla marketing. Advocacy causes, you create campaigns with a cause. Yan. Environment, yun yung makikita nyo ngayon. Environment, global warming. You hide behind those causes and use that to reach out to your target market with the same advocacy and causes. Yun nga lang, the catch here, kailangan seryoso kayo doon sa advocacy. You really believe in that. May kita ng customers if you're faking it. You're just hiding behind that cause, yung mga global warming, mga kung ano mang mga social causes. Kapag hindi kayo sincere, may kita rin siya. So, mag-fizzle lang yung inyong marketing tactic. So, use this if you really believe in that cause. Some of nakikita ko but I have no experience whatsoever. Voice search. Voice search can be tied up with SEO, but in the Philippines, hindi pa siya ganun. But in the other parts of the world, US, Europe, it's voice na as compared to social as a search engine or search network. Augmented reality, this is type of content marketing, but it's so special that it can enhance the experience. Let's say you're a uh, real estate business, you sell property, you can create content, AR content to sell more and to provide an experience that is unique. So yan yung usual approaches AR, mga augmented reality. Medyo technical siya but it can be a source of marketing tactic. Podcasts, just listed podcast. It's a type of content marketing but with the advent of the pandemic, a lot of people are 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 a lot of people adopted more on podcast because dahil puro online classes, nawala ng face-to-face. Yung mga bata ngayon, naging aware sa mga podcast, mga recorded MP3 just to discuss modules. So imagine after a few years, they would be more receptive to audio content, mga online radio stations, yeah, podcast. So, but hindi siya ganun ka appealing now, but it could be based on your target market. Okay. So, ito yung listahan. You can choose any, but I suggest choosing 3 that would best match your customers. When you choose, let's say price discount, you choose that price discount. What content do you need to start that campaign or start that marketing tactic? So content could be price tags, yan, to show, or graphics to show the price discount. Media, where will you communicate? It could be on social media, in least media, owned media on your website, emails. So, depends. But, syempre, kailangan based dun sa hangouts nila. And then, you create a hypothesis wherein you state that I believe that so price discount will bring customers. Yung metric mo, customers. To verify that, I will promote that price tag via, let's say, Facebook and measure customers via the Facebook Analytics tool, for example. I am right if I get 100 customers within 2 months, kunyari. Yan. So, yun yung hypothesis mo. So, since there is a period here, after that 2-month period, usually, kunyari, mga 2 weeks lang, 2 weeks, did you get that number? Did you reach that target? So, at least meron kang benchmark in here. Ito yung magko-convert ng ating marketing campaigns into sort of marketing sprints wherein titignan mo kung mag-work or not. So, the first idea is at least reach your target. So, how can you define the target? So, maybe based on your break-even point or the budget you're spending for that campaign. Now, so do that for the other tactics. So, kunyari, iba, PR, content mo, magsulat ka ng article na pagkaganda. Ang media mo, kunyari, mga news agencies. So, hanapin mo lahat ng email ng mga writers ng Rappler, ABS-CBN, pa ba? GMA, and other agencies, news agencies. Hanapin mo yung writers, email mo, i-pitch mo. Baka pwede nila i-publish. Yan. So, yun. And then, may hypothesis ka ulit. And then, pick another one. Then, go to the exercise. What's the content? Where would you put that or communicate that and create a hypothesis? Okay. So, bakit tatlo? Actually, minsan nga, isa lang ginagawa ko eh. Isa, dalawa. Because you want to experiment on what the best marketing tactic is. And then, you can set up follow-up tactics because you need to define where do the marketing tactic lies within the customer journey. Pang-awareness ba siya? Pang-consideration ba siya? More on conversion ba siya? Kung hindi nag-work, anong follow-up tactics mo para at least ma-capture mo yung mga nakita nung campaign mo pero hindi bumili? Ano yung mga usual follow-up tactics? Usually email marketing if you got their email or SMS. Retargeting is for paid advertising in Google, Facebook, and other social media platform. Ito yung kapag nag-click sila, you can set that on your Facebook ads account. If they click something, they would store a cookie on your browser and then pwede mo silang habulin in other ad. Yan. So, mapapansin nyo kapag may sinearch kayo sa Google, minsan makikita nyo yung ad yun. That's one type of retargeting. You can set that. Usually, that's for conversion and consideration. Ang ginagawa ko minsan, kunyari may video ka una, and then lahat ng nanood ng video, papadala ng pangalawang video. And that yung video may kasama ng price discount para manudge sila na bumili. Then, dagdagan mo ng scarcity, kunyari, konti lang yung bibigyan, and then may time limit, mas malaki yung chances na bibili sila. Yan. And other follow-up tactics, direct, yan, calls, SMS, through physical cards, reward cards, or kung anumang content, physical item that you can use. And then, events workshop to call back those who sign their interest on the previous campaigns. Yeah. Now, apat siya, mapapansin nyo. Best if you have campaigns for each of the journey stages. Usually, kapag social media price discount, mako-cover mo yung buong awareness, consideration, conversion. But you can test out different tactics that you can use. Ang usual approach ko dito, let's say, try ako ng contest. Feeling ko contest kasi narinig ko dun sa mga customers. Gusto nila mga contest. I would not put all of my marketing budget on that specific marketing campaign because I'm not really sure if that would work. So, the approach is create a small version of that marketing campaign. So, a small contest. Yan. Magkano yung budget? Ano yung criteria? Ano yung hypothesis? And after implementing that tactic, you evaluate, you measure the results, and decide whether you would invest the rest of the marketing budget to that marketing tactic. So, a good way to check that is lead is your marketing, ito nandito, metric. Leads are usually customers. Yan. Customers. Some of the time, minsan, inquiry siya, yan, or maybe traffic. But usually, my experience, leads are customers. Number of customers who bought or who became interested, yan, at least. So, but in this case, let's assume leads are customers. Customers, paying customers yan. Revenues, number of units bought times the price, yan. Expenses, magkano yung ginastos mo specific for that marketing tactic. And then, i-divide mo si expenses by the number of leads, number of paying customers, makita mo kung magkano yung ginastos mo per customer na nakuha mo. And then, magkano yung kinita mo per lead. So, revenue divided by leads. Yan. Revenue per leads. Ngayon, makita mo yung return on marketing investment if you subtract the cost per lead on the revenue per lead. So, syempre, gusto mo, mas malaki yung kinikita mo sa ginagastos mo. And when you try, let's say, kanina, nagpa-contest ka, wala ka naman nakuha, gumastos ka ng 100,000. You won't repeat that marketing tactic anymore, obviously. Kasi hindi ka naman nakakuha ng customer. Now, what if yung leads na hinahanap mo hindi customers? Kasi awareness lang. Kunyan, gusto mo lang mag-viral. Number of views lang gusto mo. Pwede siya. Pwede. Kasi yun yung definition mo ng lead. So, nagmamatter yung how you define leads. And where sa journey stages siya mo ginawa. So, my usual marketing tactic number 1 is social media with price discounts and incentive rewards. Yan yung una. The other ones, yung search engine optimization, medyo long-term siya. Yan. Especially kapag may mga websites yung business. Yun yung mga usual because kasi alam ko din gumawa. And then the rest, the third one, we experiment. Let's say gawa kami ng unique content. Let's check whether gagana siya or hindi. Kapag hindi, after maybe sprints lang yung gagawin mo, period of 2 weeks, 2 weeks to 1 month campaign period. Tignan mo kung gagana. If di gumana, back to the drawing board, hanap ka na naman ng marketing tactic hanggang makahanap ka ng perfect for your business model. So, basically, yun yung template. I'll be giving this one on our portal. And if you have questions, may questions ba? Before we end. So, while you are thinking, kung meron man, I just want to go back. Our final deadline deadline is 2nd week. But on the first week no November siguro magkakaroon tayo ng special Zoom just for those who want to present their e-commerce projects. Kung hindi naman magpe-present, I would require at least a recorded video, you explaining your e-commerce projects or discussing your e-commerce projects. Magbibigay lang tutorial on how to record. Kahit yung presentation lang, i-record lang yung audio, that would work, and save it as an MP4. The one that I explained to us, this is not part of the requirement. This is just supplements for those who inquired about digital marketing. Since hindi ko mako-cover lahat na specific tactics, sobrang dami. Ito na lang binigay ko, a general list that you can apply, and you can use that in your businesses if ever you would continue. But still, our requirement, yung e-commerce project in whatever form, website, social media shop, a Lazada, Shopee marketplace, or any existing e-commerce marketplace account, merchant account, that's a part of the e-commerce project list. mobile commerce, any platform where you can sell, basically can be used as your e-commerce project. And then a presentation. Yung presentation, I believe nag-upload na yata ako ng template. But I'll check. But that's the easiest activity for everyone because it's a five slide template that you just uh, copy some of the business model elements you've made and capture some of the features of the website, and then that's all. Yun lang. So the one I explained earlier is not for submission. This is just a supplement for those who message me about the digital marketing lecture and discussion. Yan. So sa next siguro natin webinar, mga Q&A na lang tayo if ever you want to discuss something. Parang informal na lang, not so much with the formal discussion with templates and presentation. Yun na lang. And then lahat ng may tanong about the e-commerce project presentation, yun na lang. The following weeks until matapos na yung course. So every week mag-open ako ng Zoom meeting. Generally Thursday this time. Pero pwede ko naman i-adjust kung gusto ng class. Alright? Question, meron pa? Question? Yes, okay lang. Okay lang if you use Shopify trial. But, mag-expire siya 14 days, di ba? So, if you can't send the link, at least screenshot the screenshot yung itsura ng site. Hindi talaga siya mag-check out dahil trial version siya. But I know Shopify naman, you just put in the PayPal there, kung may Stripe. So, gagana naman siya. So, basically, enabled naman yung payment gateways doon. Better if you have a PayPal, actual PayPal, at least nagkaroon kayo ng experience how to create PayPal. Libre naman siya. Libre naman. So, for Shopify trial, screenshot nyo please kasi may experience ko lagi when we would evaluate, tapos na yung trial. So, hindi ko na nakita. And then, hindi rin sila nag-screenshot. So, parang meron lang point of evaluation. Okay. Questions? Yeah. All right. So, with that, I'll post the template. You can use that in whatever purpose. Kung i-share nyo, siguro, okay lang. Just explain what I've mentioned a while ago. So, with that, I think that would be all for this webinar. And ask questions for our final requirements, the e-commerce project and the presentation. Ask questions anytime sa Facebook. Usually, lagi akong online, Facebook Messenger. Yung number ko nandun sa course site. Sa course guide pala. So, Viber. And then email, and then sa my portal. Kasi nami-miss ko mag-open ng portal. Kaya, on ko nakita message agad. Okay, so with that, thank you very much for attending. I'll post the replay plus the template that you can use for whatever purpose. And especially for those students na may business, yan, magagamit nyo siya. It's very helpful, especially if you're struggling to find the best marketing tactics suited for your business and to your target market. Ayan. Okay? So thank you very much and good day, good night those who attended the live one. Okay. Thank you.